about to be crowned the Easter Bunny.
Look, Dad, I want to drum in a band. I want to see the world.
Maybe the Easter Bunny sees every country in one night.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The story of Hop has always carried a playful charm that blends colorful fantasy with lighthearted humor, and revisiting its world brings back the energy of a holiday adventure that feels both whimsical and unexpectedly heartfelt. At the center of everything is the magical island where Easter tradition is kept alive, powered by creativity, music, candy, and the spirit of celebration. This world is vibrant, filled with hard-working bunnies, dancing chicks, and a sense of duty passed down for generations. The heart of the film revolves around a young bunny who is destined to take on the enormous responsibility of becoming the next Easter bunny, a role he appreciates in theory but fears in reality. His dream is different, louder, more rhythmic, and completely unexpected, creating the perfect setup for a journey that blends rebellion, self-discovery, and comedic chaos. As the story begins, the young bunny's struggle is clear. He admires music more than marching in tradition, dreaming not of delivering baskets but of performing on stage with drums and bright lights. The weight of expectation presses on him as others remind him of the honor waiting for him, but deep down, he wants to create his own destiny. This internal conflict pushes him to make the bold decision to escape the pressure of the magical Easter world and venture into the human world, convinced that somewhere in the noise and rhythm of everyday life lies the opportunity to chase the dream he has been hiding. His departure creates a ripple of confusion back home as his family, especially his father, tries to make sense of why he would leave behind something others see as a privilege. Meanwhile, in the human world, a young man is dealing with his own struggles, trying to figure out his purpose. Feeling out of place and unsure of what direction his life should take, he is desperate for an opportunity to change things but unsure of where to start. When the bunny unexpectedly enters his life, their worlds collide in a chaotic but humorous encounter that reshapes both of their journeys. The man, who has been searching for motivation, finds himself confronted with a talking bunny who claims to be destined for leadership, yet wants nothing to do with tradition. At first, he tries to ignore the strange situation, hoping the bunny will leave or return to wherever he came from. But destiny has other plans, and the unlikely pair slowly begins to rely on each other. The comedic tension grows as the bunny tries to balance hiding from the magical forces searching for him while also attempting to pursue his musical dream. From sneaking into auditions to practicing in unconventional places, every move he makes brings challenges and hilarious complications. His enthusiasm often causes trouble, yet his optimism remains unshaken. The man, who initially wanted nothing to do with the situation, slowly finds himself drawn into the adventure, stepping into a world he never imagined. He becomes the reluctant partner of a runaway Easter bunny heir, and this unexpected friendship starts to fill the emptiness he'd been feeling for so long. Their bond becomes the emotional backbone of the story, as each character learns something from the other, one learning courage, the other discovering purpose. Back in the magical Easter world, problems begin to unfold as the bunny's disappearance creates tension among the chicks who run the operations alongside the rabbits. Seeing the leadership gap, some of the chicks begin to believe that they could do a better job running Easter, bringing efficiency through structure rather than tradition. Their ambition grows as they question why rabbits should lead when the chicks work just as hard. This growing unrest creates a quiet but powerful threat, especially as certain chicks begin planning a takeover that could change the future of Easter forever. Their schemes add a layer of adventure and conflict to the storyline, blending humor with a sense of looming danger. As the bunny continues exploring his dreams in the human world, he experiences both success and disappointment. Certain moments reveal how difficult it truly is to chase a dream, especially when the world doesn't immediately believe in you. The man, even though frustrated at times, begins to support the bunny's passion, offering advice and encouragement. Through this, he slowly learns to rekindle his own confidence, finding strength in the bunny's determination. Together, they navigate awkward situations, comedic misunderstandings, and the unpredictable clash between holiday magic and the real world. Every step becomes a test of resilience, proving that dreams require both courage and sacrifice. The tension rises when the bunny's family and the magical guardians finally track him down, demanding he return to take his rightful place. His father arrives disappointed yet worried, expressing the heavy burden of responsibility he carries as the current leader of Easter. The bunny feels torn between fulfilling expectations and staying true to his artistic dreams. This emotional moment becomes a turning point, forcing him to confront the fear that has held him back. Running away was easy, but choosing courage is hard, and the bunny realizes that both tradition and passion can coexist if he finds the right balance. His relationship with his father moves from pressure to understanding, making the emotional stakes richer and more meaningful. At the same time, the chicks in the magical world begin executing their takeover plan, stirring chaos and threatening to disrupt Easter forever. With their leader envisioning a new era where chicks rule the holiday, the magic that keeps Easter alive begins to weaken. This upheaval forces the bunny, the man, and those who believe in tradition to take action. The bunny realizes that he cannot turn his back on the world he came from, and the man, inspired by their journey, decides to help him. Their alliance becomes a symbol of teamwork and growth, showing that even the most unlikely partnership can rise to the challenge. The climax unfolds with a blend of high-energy action and heartfelt determination. The bunny taps into both his musical abilities and his leadership qualities to confront the chicks who staged the rebellion. Through rhythm, teamwork, and quick thinking, he finds a way to restore harmony and prove that leadership is not about perfection but about heart, creativity, and connection. The man stands beside him, showing a strength he didn't know he had, helping to restore balance to the magical world. The final showdown becomes a blend of comedy, emotion, and colorful spectacle as the forces of tradition and rebellion clash in a vibrant world of candy factories, glowing Easter magic, and cliff-edge decisions. As the conflict settles and order is restored, the bunny finally accepts his destiny, but on his own terms. He realizes that being the future Easter bunny doesn't mean abandoning his dreams. It means reshaping the tradition with creativity, music, and joy. The magical world celebrates his growth, recognizing that leadership evolves with each new generation, and that passion can bring new energy to long-standing responsibilities. Meanwhile, the man gains renewed confidence and clarity about his own life. Inspired by the journey that pushed him out of his comfort zone, the story concludes with a warm, uplifting sense of transformation. Easter is safe, its leadership restored, and the friendship between the bunny and the man becomes a bridge between two very different worlds. Both characters end their journey stronger than they began, each having discovered something deeper about themselves. The bunny embraces his future with passion and responsibility, while the man steps into his life with a renewed purpose, carrying the lessons learned from an adventure he never expected. Hop remains a fun and heartfelt tale that blends fantasy with real-world emotions, reminding audiences that dreams can evolve, responsibilities can become opportunities, and unexpected friendships can change lives forever. The colorful, musical, and energetic world encourages viewers to believe in creativity, courage, and the power of staying true to oneself, even when the path forward seems uncertain. At its core, the story becomes a celebration of individuality, teamwork, and embracing the joyful chaos of life.